Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Boston. We're the daily podcast that gets you started on the right foot and always with a positive vibe. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, December 6th. You'll be interested to know today is St. Nicholas Day. St. Nicholas Day, of course, carries some connection to Christmas and Santa Claus, but there's much more than that. Although St. Nicholas partially inspired the Christmas and Santa that we all know and love, it actually derives from a different kind of tale. More on that at the end of the show. Only 19 more days until Christmas, folks. Now let's check out the weather in the Boston area. This morning it's partly cloudy and feels like 25 degrees, with 8-mile-per-hour wind and possible snow flurries. Tonight, the sun will set at 4:11 p.m., and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:59 a.m. It looks like we're in for a day of snow showers, mainly before 11 a.m. Cloudy with a high near 36. North wind around 9 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 60%. New snow accumulation of less than 1 inch. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 20. Northwest wind around 10 miles per hour. Looking ahead. Thursday will be mostly sunny with a high near 36 and turns mostly clear with a low around 25. Friday stays mostly sunny at 45. Nights are partly cloudy around 31. Saturday is partly sunny, reaching 51. Sunday brings rain likely, breezy conditions, at a high near 59. Expect more rain on Sunday night, and Monday has a chance of rain with a high near 52, accompanied by breezy southwest wind. The first low tide today will be at noon, with a high tide at 6 p.m. The nearshore buoy at Cape Cod Bay reads 49 degrees for the water temperature. In the national weather, a fast-moving Clipper system, tracking eastward, heavy precipitation continues for the northwest. The system will track across the Ohio Valley, Central Appalachians, and Mid-Atlantic regions today. Rain and some accumulating snow across the higher elevations of the Central Appalachians can be expected. The Pacific Northwest and Northern Rockies continue with heavy precipitation and flooding with strong wind that will make traveling difficult. And now, a greeting from our sponsor. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real, south, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. Don't forget to tell them Sunny sent you. In top news, Tesla's decision to open its supercharger network to other automakers comes as a response to the Biden administration's $7.5 billion investment in EV charging grants. This allows Tesla to access grant money and expand its supercharger network. The move provides Tesla with a new customer base, potentially generating an additional $20 billion by 2030. Moreover, Tesla gains valuable data on EV charging habits, offering insights for network improvement. While Tesla claims user data is anonymized, there's potential for revenue by selling such information in the future. So keep an eye on that. Now let's talk stars. This month, skywatchers can enjoy several celestial events. Mercury will be at its farthest from the sun, visible in the western sky after sunset. The Geminids meteor shower is predicted to peak on December 13th and 14th, offering up to 120 shooting stars per hour. Sang. The winter solstice on December 21st marks the shortest day in the northern hemisphere. Additionally, the Ursids meteor shower is expected to peak on December 22nd and 23rd, while the full cold moon will illuminate the sky on December 26th. So much to see. Switching gears to the stock market. To start, Bitcoin is pumping again today, up 16% this week to $43,800. And in a more broad look at the market from the Wall Street Journal, in 2023, the stock market has been influenced more by perception than reality, with a focus on interest rate uncertainties. Despite economic strengths, stock performance has been impacted by macroeconomic concerns. The advice for 2024 includes avoiding common market traps. First, if you don't want to be speculative, then don't overly focus on Fed actions, as sectors hit by fears, like banks, might present long-term investment opportunities. Second, don't fall for celebrity stock hype. Overlooked offerings like small-cap stocks in the Russell 2000 index could offer better opportunities. Third, avoid anchoring to current market trends. Historical context is crucial. And lastly, embrace volatility and don't bet against America's resilience. Sounds like wise words. But as always, that is not investment advice from me to you. Always exercise caution with your money. Moving on to sports. In the NBA tournament, the Celtics are off until Friday and are waiting to see who they will play in their consolation game. The Lakers, playing at home, beat the Suns 106-103. And the Bucks at home beat the Knicks 146-122. In national hockey, the Bruins have had a few days off and play tomorrow night at home against the Sabres. Moving on to more of a local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national studio to bring you some free classes. So listen up. Check out Club Pilates with several locations in the Boston area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Integrating mindful movements, it positively influences overall vitality. Scientific research affirms its benefits, connecting Pilates to enhanced core strength, improved flexibility, and better posture. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. They have locations in Canton, Wellesley, Hingham, Brookline, and Framingham. Be sure to tell them that Sunny Mornings sent you by. And now, back to our show. In local news, did you know in December 1773, Charleston hosted its own Tea Party protest, 13 days before Boston's more famous event? The Powder Magazine Museum, in partnership with many others, marked the 250th anniversary with a reenactment last week. Tea held a significant grip on colonists, and the Tea Act aimed to strengthen the East India Company's monopoly. Charleston, like Boston, faced the dilemma of resisting taxation without representation. The London, arriving on December 2, prompted locals to confront the ship and its tea, setting the stage for a unique American story. December 16th marks the 250th anniversary of the Boston Tea Party, and to commemorate it, Samuel Adams Brewery is releasing a special beer, the Green Tea Pale Ale. Brewed with Singlo green tea, which was thrown overboard during the historic event. In a nod to the protest against taxation without representation, the beer is sold without tax. Victory is ours. And in entertainment news, Julia Louis-Dreyfus receives the Apple Podcast Show of the Year award for her podcast series, Wiser Than Me. The interview podcast, featuring a 10-episode first season, achieved notable success. It held the #1 position on the U.S. charts for 29 days, ranked #5 on Apple's top new shows for 2023, and secured a spot among the top 10 most followed and most shared shows of 2023 in the U.S. Season 2 is set to premiere in spring 2024. We love you, Elaine. Let's get the Sunny Mornings podcast on that list, huh? We can do it. Well, alrighty, folks. It's time for the thought of the day, or should I say, fun fact of the day. Back to St. Nicholas. He was born in the 3rd century in Patara, now known as Turkey, and dedicated his life to Christianity and helping the needy. He used his inheritance to assist the poor and became Bishop of Myra. Known for generosity, love for children, and concern for sailors, he suffered persecution under Emperor Diocletian. Celebrated today, St. Nicholas is venerated across religions, with his relics in Bari, Italy, a major pilgrimage site. His compassionate life makes him a model for generosity and the holiday season. That's a wrap for this morning. Remember to stay tuned tomorrow for more news and updates. Have an amazing day, my good friends. Whether you're heading to work, an event, or just enjoying the day, stay safe and enjoy yourself to the fullest. We'll be back tomorrow with another Sunny Mornings podcast. Thanks for tuning in.